The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Tax the rich, feed the poor, till there are no rich no more.
Welcome to Pot Talk, everybody. I'm Jimmy Bell.
I'm Paul Daniels.
Shannon Gibbs.
All right, and we got a special guest tonight. Her name is Shannon Griffin. She's going to be starting the show soon, next Wednesday night at 11 o'clock Eastern. And it's called Talk Live Paranormal. Shannon, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Shannon Griffin, and I'm looking forward to the show coming up Wednesday. Got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Well, tell the people some of the projects you've worked on in the paranormal.
Well, I've been investigating for about the last 7 years, and I work for a company now called Ghost Hunts USA for the last 2 years.
Have you found anything?
Yeah, we've actually, some of our best evidences come from Poasttown Elementary School in Middletown, Ohio.
Is that the one they're trying to save?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what did you get?
We've got a full-face apparition on video.
On video?
Yes, sir.
You got copies of that?
I do.
All right, you're going to have to send it to me.
I can do that.
And can the viewers get anywhere they can find it, like a website address or something? Or?
If you go to VAB Paranormal on YouTube.
VAB?
VAB.
What is it?
B as in Bob.
B?
VAB as in Bob.
Okay, yeah.
B
It
what?
stands for Badass Bitches. Is that better?
Oh, BAB.
Yeah, you were going in and out a little bit there.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Keep going.
If you look that up on YouTube, we have all of our videos on YouTube, and we've got EVPs on there as well.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna I'm gonna check it out.
We're going to have to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paul's not a believer, so...
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Me, I got an open mind. I haven't seen anything yet that I believe. That's why I wondered if you got video, I might check it out, you know what I mean?
I might be a believer for the first couple of years. I had to have something happen to me for me to be believing.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, if
it
something...
wasn't made up. Well, like the people around you wanted to make you feel good and put up this apparition like a hologram.
Are you talking about my video?
Yeah.
Well, there was only 4 of us in the whole building, and we were all in the same room. There were no lights on.
I definitely want to see the video because I do like seeing. I do like seeing this stuff. Just because I don't believe doesn't mean I'm not curious.
Right, but you think there's like a hologram, or they made it up, or they photoshopped, or...
Nothing has ever happened to me, right, that would make me believe in it. But, I mean, if something actually happened and there was no other explanation
if you got slapped by a ghost, would you believe?
Yeah, I'd be willing to believe, yeah. I mean, if it's reality, you have no choice but to believe it.
Exactly. Then would you profess to other people that it is?
Yes, I would.
You'd
if there was no other explanation.
You'd be like a Jehovah's Witness, getting in people's face saying...
No. Yeah, go to people's houses, just show up on Sunday afternoon.
Hey, I seen an apparition.
Would you like to buy this book?
I got the video right here.
Just show it to everyone at random.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy part is, we didn't see it when we were there. We saw it on review.
Oh, really?
So, knowing it was 2 foot from my face... and you see it on video, it kind of freaks you out for a second.
Oh, so you never saw it in person, it just came out on video?
Yeah, because it was pitch black.
Alright, I think somebody's playing Photoshop of your video.
I'm the only one that edits it or even looks at it, so...
So you're lying to me, is that what you're saying?
Edited.
My wife used to watch all them shows. She loves them. But she's a lot more open-minded than I am.
I am too. I'm open-minded to a lot of things. Like I said, I haven't found anything for aliens that really makes me believe in aliens. And do I believe they're out there? Yeah, they just haven't got to Earth yet.
Like I said, I'm
Just like we've never gotten anywhere yet.
But I mean, if something actually happened that I couldn't explain, yeah, I'd be willing to say it happened. But I mean, nothing in my life's ever really happened that was that unusual. It's been a pretty boring life, Jimmy.
Well, it's like our past guests. A lot of them are looking for that being shoved down a flight of stairs experience.
Pardon?
We can't provide that to them unless we start provoking, and we don't do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're like egging it on to do something.
Yeah.
Which usually ends up a bad idea.
Very.
Yeah, that could end very badly, and they don't understand that. But that's the only way they'll believe.
My brother Mike said he's seen stuff before, and my brother Mike's a pretty logical guy.
Yeah, they'll believe when they can't get rid of it, too.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I'd invite it into my head. I'd be like, "Come on in, guy. This is gonna be a blast."
Well, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
you
something
scare the
different
ghost.
in my head.
I just drank it away. I'd be like, all right. I just have the neighborhood kid get me some blotter acid. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm either gonna trip or I'm done living.
Oh shit!
That poor ghost.
Yeah. Well, hey, he wants to mess with me. I can mess back.
Yeah, threaten to
I've
kill
never
yourself.
really met a harmful spirit.
Isn't that lovely?
Donald's calling.
Oh, Donald's calling in.
Yeah, he says we're echoing.
We're echoing.
Shannon
I
is.
gotta put my headphones on. I thought we didn't have to, but we do.
I don't hear an echo
You know,
unless
we never
Shannon
put
talks.
Paul's headphones
Well, I hear
in,
an
that's
echo
why.
when Jeremy
Me and
talks.
Jimmy. We're coming through the speakers.
Thanks for the heads up. All right, I'll see you.
Thank you, Donald.
Thanks, Donald.
I don't know why. I
That's
didn't
great.
hear it.
Just ignore the message I sent 10 minutes ago.
Oh.
It says we have a serious echo.
My phone isn't pinging when it when you send me messages. When anyone sends me messages, I'm not getting the ping or nothing anymore.
It's gotta be settings.
Yeah.
In your
Mine does it every
alerts.
once in a while.
I gotta change these around. This side's working. Yeah.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, I can hear fine.
All right, no echoes?
Echo, echo, echo.
Oh, Jeremy's not
Oh,
echoing now.
you know something? We're still lit. I mean, I think that's where the echo is coming from. We shouldn't be.
Oh, what, do you hear any echo, Jeremy?
No.
All right, so we're good. If Donald,
I don't hear any, so I don't think we're...
I didn't hear any in the beginning anyway, so...
Well, we
I
might
did
have.
after Jeremy came in the room.
But we're having that same problem. We're constantly lit, remember?
Yeah, but if
And
we're
I
not...
thought I fixed it.
But if we're not getting anything through the speakers aren't going into the mic, so we shouldn't be getting any echo anyways.
We're not getting anything out of the speakers.
That's what I'm saying, but that's because we plugged in the headphones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but see, if we keep quiet, that should go away and turn dark.
All right, well, give it a second. Hold on.
And it's not working. It's doing the same
Well,
thing.
do you
That's
know-
what's giving us the
Donald, if
echo.
we're echoing, call us back, all right? And if not, don't.
Linda said we sound good.
Okay,
Does dead air have a ghost?
that's a good question. That's very philosophical of you, Jeremy.
I tried.
You failed.
Very badly.
All right, where were we?
We were on Talk Live Paranormal coming on at 11 o'clock on Wednesday nights with the host, Shannon Griffin. Who do you plan on having for guest or something? You're going to go Facebook Live?
I might go Facebook Live. I do have a few celebrity friends that can come on live, like Chad Lindbergh. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
No.
He played on the original Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah.
He played Jesse. He was the techie guy for Vin Diesel.
Wow.
All right.
He has his own
yeah,
ghost show called
MIT.
Ghost Stalkers. I've investigated with him quite a bit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
biggest
then,
guest we've ever had.
Yeah, I know it.
There's a
Who was
couple
our
more. I
biggest
mean,
guest?
I know a lot of owners of locations that are really, really cool that will come on the show for me. So I plan on trying to have Daryl from Post Town come on. He agreed to come on.
Nice.
So I've got quite a few lined up for the first couple weeks anyway.
Well, great. Sounds like it's going to be an awesome show and a great addition to the Armed Radio lineup.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I know so.
Well, at
If
least
you know so, then it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. I'm usually right. Well,
It works for me.
Don't ask my wife that one, but I'm usually right.
at least she researched and got things set up ahead of time. This week I haven't researched shit, so I don't even know what I'm going to talk
You're
about.
fired.
We didn't do any either. What do we got written down, Jim?
We got two things we can talk about. Sanctuary City in Oakland and Jeff Sessions.
Well, that's basically one
Oh
subject.
yeah, that
Basically one
cocksucker! Did you hear
subject,
what
yeah.
he said yesterday? Ooh, I can't wait to talk about that one.
Please, go ahead. Start it up. Fire it up.
Shannon loves political talk.
Yeah.
He
You drinking bile again?
yeah.
That's what you need. Somebody puking. That's what we need for sound effect.
Oh, God.
No,
A real long one, though. A really long and excruciating one. Yeah.
Like dry heaves.
And you can hear it like hitting the water in the toilet.
Okay, there we got sidetracked. No, Jeff Sessions said yesterday that federal law is the law of the land.
Right.
Well, see, I'm kind of torn on that because I like states' autonomy.
Right.
Well,
To provide sanctuary cities.
Well,
that's
but-
not a state's right to
No,
do that.
no, because
to go against immigration.
immigration
laws.
is federal. That's
that's
always been
federal.
a federal statute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're in charge to stop it.
Right, because it's a federal agency that stops it.
Right.
Right. And it's been that way since the beginning of the country, so it's not like something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not assigning somebody.
Well, it's a constitutional thing. It ain't the Constitution is the law of the land. For him to say something like that says he's open for violating it.
Yeah, I'm sick of these people thinking they can pick and choose what laws they want to obey.
Do you remember the Oakland mayor's name? Schaaf?
Oh, what the hell's her name?
Shit.
That's what it is in
it.
my eyes.
Close enough.
She's that forgettable. That you know what I mean? I really can't stand the fact that these mayors think that they can do whatever they want. Like just to drift off.
Harboring criminals. These ain't the nice people that they're letting, you know what I mean, stay in the country. These are criminals.
Yeah, and not
It's
to
only-
drift off subject, but I just want it for 1 second. Did you see that thing about in Baltimore? The mayor of Baltimore's sending 60 buses full of people to go protest the NRA and the Second Amendment down to Washington, D.C. There it is. Wow, that didn't take long.
That's exactly
like
what
a
I
little
thought about
fish
when
in
you
there.
said that.
You know, Baltimore is in such financial ruin.
Yeah, that they can come up with money to send 60 buses worth of kids down. Well, the young generation should have their voice heard. Now, all they're
Sure,
doing
as
is
long as they don't
mimicking,
make any laws.
liberal professors. That's all they're doing.
They think that they have the right to pick and choose what is appropriate for the rest of us. And,
Well, you know they're trying to make it legal for 16-year-olds to vote, right?
yeah, that's
Right.
never going to happen. That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the case, then 16-year-old, you're an adult.
Mm-hmm. But they ain't got the sense or presence of mind to be able to understand what they're voting for.
I can see the adult age going backwards, 16 and stuff, because the kids are getting smarter.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. No, they're getting smarter. They're still being indoctrinated, but the kids themselves are getting smarter.
I challenge you to find one teenager alive today that understands anything that's going on.
Yeah, they have absolutely no concept of what's going on
No,
around.
they only know what the professors and teachers
right,
have
and their
told
liberal
them.
teachers tell them.
Yeah, They got to be taught and raised by the right people.
Their parents don't even know they're being indoctrinated because they don't talk about school when they get home. You know what I mean? That's what happened a lot of. That's why you got to have meals with these people. You know, they sit around the supper table and talk.
My grandson, he got sent home. He got expelled from school, and the cops showed up at my house, right? Because he had a spent .22 cartridge that he found walking to school. Live in New Hampshire. They're everywhere. Look down on the ground. Anywhere in the woods, you're going to see spent casings. They said it was a school threat.
A piece of metal.
A spent cartridge, a spent .22 shell. The cop showed up at my house. I was like, this is a joke, right? And he's like, no, it's not a joke. I go, yes, it is a joke. I go, this is ridiculous. Why are you here? Why are you in my driveway? I got neighbors. They see a cruiser in my driveway. I go, this is friggin' retarded. Well, that's the rules. I go, well, they're stupid.
Yeah, the rules suck.
Don't you have something else to do? Don't you have something better to do being a police officer?
Stop a school shooting or something?
Here? Yeah. Well, what if he had found a penny? It's no more dangerous than a penny.
Well, one's copper, one's brass.
Ooh. Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I was infuriated.
I wouldn't blame you.
Oh, I told him, I said, if anything ever happens like this again, I'll meet you down the street and we'll talk about it. You're not allowed back in my driveway. None of yous are allowed in my driveway unless you have a damn good cause to be here. Goodbye.
If this says anything about the way this society is going. My daughter, she's 21 years old. Well, she'll be 21 here in a couple months. But in the 3rd grade, she got expelled for 3 weeks from school for drawing a shark eating somebody.
What?
Yes, in the 3rd grade. This is Miamisburg, Ohio.
Oh, would she just see Jaws or something?
She drew a shark eating somebody, and they expelled her for 3 weeks or something like that for that.
Oh, my God.
Who gives these people the right? You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to know. Who gives them the right? The school committee?
Who knows? Well, it's just like that. Just like that 5th grader a few years ago got suspended from school for chewing his Pop-Tart into the shape of a gun.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. I remember
exactly.
that. Yeah, these teachers are. Do you know what? This is my opinion of a public school teacher. You're useless. You are useless. You can't even do
because they
your
only
job.
teach what the government tells them to teach.
They can't do no. It's not.
The Department of Education. That's what we should be getting rid of.
They're incapable. That's what it is. Most of these teachers out there today are incapable. They're incompetent.
Yeah, it's easier to indoctrinate than teach.
Than to educate.
Educate, yeah.
I hate to say it, but my cousin, she is severe ADHD, and they had a teacher call my mother, because my mother was raising her, and told her that they passed her just because they didn't want to deal with her for another year.
Wow. Isn't that nice?
And you know what? I mean, it's not like they work all year. It's 180 days out of 365.
Right.
I mean, they say, oh, being a teacher is so stressful. Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind only having to work 180 days.
Yeah, it is in urban areas, but that's about it. But urban areas got they're hardened. They got metal detectors, they got cops in the schools.
Yeah. Well, because they have to.
They absolutely have to.
But I mean, the average teacher makes like $55,000 a year, right? That's over $1,000 a week.
It's $40,000 more than I make.
And
yeah,
same here.
and don't mention the fact that 12 of them weeks, right? They're not even there. They're getting $12,000 pay for not even being there.
Right.
Well, it's like snow days. See, my girlfriend, she works for the school system, and if it snows and school's closed, she still gets paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, because it's the weather. It's not under the school's control.
Well, they got to go longer in the year now. They get paid for that too?
No, it's a contract. You get your salary as a teacher. You're not paid by the hour. You're paid by the year.
Right.
Yeah, but there are staff like janitors and things like that. They get They get paid.
Right, they get regular pay. And don't forget, teachers don't pay into Social Security. They get a private fund. They pay, like, on average, I would say probably maybe 10% of their health insurance.
Right.
I mean, they get every benefit known to man. And it's a part-time job.
Back in the 60s, teachers didn't make much money. You know what I mean? And you could understand why they were pissed. They went to college.
But they chose
But
their profession.
they didn't have college tuition owed. The people went back there. You paid your way to go through college,
Right.
Not borrow money to go through college.
And don't forget, Jimmy, teachers back then, right, when they were on vacation in the summer, they could collect unemployment.
Right. But
Yeah.
they make a shit money. That you don't blame them for making unemployment.
But it's job security. That's why you take it, Jimmy. You're not taking the job for money. You're taking it for job security, first of all. And even then, you got every benefit known to man.
Uh-oh. You got dead air.
Yeah, you're a little slow.
Where's your damn cricket?
There you go.
The reason why we're slow is we're lighting a joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right on,
Well,
right
I
on.
was sitting here searching up sound effects when we hit dead air.
You're going to be searching a lot.
Cocking sounds, you know. We'll not play that one because that one just sucks.
Yeah.
We'll sit here and hum and sing and blah, 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 so we don't have dead air.
All right.
So now we're going to take Les out of the lineup and do a new face page and everything.
Yeah, we do. We'll fall in.
Darn it, Les, all that work you just caused them.
Yeah, he got his own show. I'm glad for him.
Hey, I'd
Right.
like for him to stay on Friday nights if he wants.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't like our subject matter. The guy's a preacher, for Christ's
But he's
sakes.
fucking laughing
But
right
let
along
him
with
come on
us.
too, and yeah, he laughs too.
I know, but I think...
Like I said, he's a good asset on the show.
Don't get me wrong, I love Les. I'd love
He
him to
makes
stay.
me laugh.
And he's quick, too. Not quick talking, but quick thought. Yeah, he comes up with some great one-liners and shit. I am going to miss him big time. Sorry about that.
Cracking me the fuck up.
Every time I can't think of anything to say, I'm just going to hit a sound bite.
That's what you do, brother.
That's what you do.
That's good radio.
Urinal fresh.
What did he say?
Urinal fresh.
You're an old fresh? What's that?
Urinal fresh.
But we'll play
Urinal fresh.
Where do you
Beans, the
find this
musical
shit?
fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
The more you toot.
Yeah, we're going to have a little consultation and work on the sound effects. Get a whole bunch of new ones.
Yeah, I've got about 50 different sounds, and that's it.
Got about
Excuse
50
me.
and you play like 5?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes,
what is it? I need to go pooping!
That was your first original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I downloaded that especially for that very first show.
And you nailed it, too. You put it in the perfect time.
Yeah, I know.
And it didn't take long for you guys to say something for me to be able to use it.
Oh, that's true, yeah. It was inevitable.
Definitely.
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Remember the song they made with that?
No,
They had a song with that
do?
in it. Yeah, they had a song about it.
Was it a
Like
rap
Bart
song?
Simpson singing, something like that.
Well, that's why I didn't hear it.
Let's see if I can find it real quick. All right, somebody talks. There you go.
Have you ever heard the version of Come Sail Away with Cartman singing it?
Come sail away.
Yeah,
Come sail
but it's Cartman
away.
from South Park singing it. It's fucking hysterical.
I don't know his voice.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, you don't watch South Park, do you?
No.
I watch South Park. I like it. It's a great cartoon.
Yeah, I have.
I don't watch TV.
Well, that's true. Jimmy doesn't watch TV.
I watch
neither do
football
I.
games. I got a TV, 42-inch plasma for football games.
Yeah. And that's the only time he turns it on. And the only thing you see on his computer screen is Fox News.
That's about the only thing I get to watch is football.
I don't watch football anymore.
I watch everything.
Baseball and NASCAR, and that's it.
I don't watch any network television.
Well, when I was watching football, I was watching my team, the Patriots. Too bad they didn't win, but there's always next year.
That's
They'll
right.
be in it.
Actually, that would be this year. There's always this year.
That's right, this year.
Smoke some more.
Ready for Saturday, Jeremy?
Yes, I am.
What's Saturday?
We're going down to the rally in Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus, Ohio. The rally called, the hell is it called? God, I forgot it already. Rally for Our Rights.
What is it?
It's called Rally for Our Rights. It's a Second Amendment rally at the State House in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys better do something because when does Dickhead Kasich go up for re-election?
He's got one more year, I do believe.
You guys got to get him out of there. He's horrendous.
Yeah, I know.
He's very horrendous.
You voted in a Republican, but it turned out to be a rhino.
He's worse than a rhino. He's a Democrat. He's a John
No
McCain
different
Democrat.
than a Massachusetts governor. He ran as a Republican.
Oh my God!
He's worse than
He's
worse than Pelosi.
Well, you know, he only stayed in the election hoping to win enough votes that Trump would lose.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he stayed in there.
He's a piece of garbage. I cannot stand people like him. You know it's over. You get 3% if you're lucky, and you stay.
But they were probably paying him to stay in, the Democrats. Like I said,
that wouldn't surprise me a bit.
He was a backbiter.
Yep. Cannot stand a sore loser. Just get out. You should have done what was best for the party.
Like the first question they asked for Trump and everything, is anybody here going to support the leader at the end of the election or the end of the primary? And everybody but Trump put up his hand. He didn't know if he was going to support any of these people.
Yeah.
Well, it was a fight just to get Paul Ryan to support him after he won the nomination.
Yes.
Paul Ryan is
sad.
dumped on Trump many a time.
Mitt Romney.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, Mitt Romney. Then he offered him the Secretary of State just to bust his balls. Come in and fucking interview for him. But you're out.
Firecrackers in your nutsack and blow your balls all over your pants. Jesus, Carmen.
See, some of these are too long. I can't understand it.
I noticed that one.
I voted
Get rid
for
of
Romney.
it.
I voted for Romney when he ran for governor of Massachusetts, and I liked him at first.
I lived
and
there.
then I started seeing all this stuff, and I'm like, that doesn't, because I was younger. And it's like, that doesn't sound very Republican to me. That doesn't sound very Republican. What the hell is that? I was kind of getting shocked. But there was no other choice. I lived in Massachusetts, and it's California light.
Well, one thing with Romney is he gets paid to put people out of business. That's how he made his money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now he's running in Utah. He lives in Michigan. He was Massachusetts governor.
No, he was living in Belmont.
Right, but his where he's lived most of his life
his
is with
father.
Michigan.
That's where his father was.
Right, but he's owned property there his whole life, and he was living there after.
But the father was originally from Utah.
Yeah, well, all I know is he seems like he gets around a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He said Mass governor, now he wants to be a Utah senator.
Yeah, I mean, for Christ's sake, your primary residence is in Michigan.
Yeah, I know. Well, it used to be.
He lives everywhere.
Yeah. Well, when you're that rich, you can afford it.
I don't trust the guy.
And don't get me wrong, I have nothing wrong with rich people. I like rich people. Rich people give me work.
Don't you actually have to live in the state you're running in for some?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I know it.
Has he been there more than 6 months?
I have. Yeah, I have no.
I think he was born in Utah.
He's probably had a house there his whole life.
You know what I mean? And then the father moved to Michigan and became mayor or governor. I forget.
Yeah, I think it was governor of Michigan.
Governor.
Yeah. But that's like Maxine Waters. She doesn't even live in her own district. You're supposed to live in your district.
Yeah, but they give her special treatment.
But yeah.
If they did it to a white guy, everybody would know about it.
Yeah. But yeah, they get away with it.
They get away with it. That's right. It's called double standards.
Yep.
If you don't like your job, you don't strike.
He was ready to say something else.
Yeah, he was about to say.
Yeah, I cut it off by accident here.
If you don't like your job, you don't strike. You just go in every day and do it really half-assed. That's the American way.
That's the gospel.
You don't strike.
My buddy Anthony was on strike he was in the Auto Workers Union. They were on strike for like a year. At the end, they gave in. They didn't get one single concession. Not one.
Wow. That's a UAW for you.
I used to drive by. He works in an auto part warehouse. But he just happened, and believe me, he's no union guy. I used to drive by all the time and yell shit out the window while they're out there striking. And they'd all start screaming at me. My buddy Anthony's going, it's all right. He's a friend of mine. He's just doing that to fucking razz us. But yeah, over a year, and they got not one concession, and they went back to work with their tail between their fucking legs.
That's just says the union or whatever did nothing for them.
Well, I'm sure that the union higher ups got some concessions, but the workers themselves got nothing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Some of these unions out there are in it for themselves and not the people that they're supposed to be protecting.
Yeah, they think workers are second-class citizens.
Right, but they're supposed to be there for the worker. They're there for themselves. And believe me, in Massachusetts, you can't do anything without the unions. Nothing.
Not a thing.
Awful.
It's
I
like
was
Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, I was working on installing satellite in a hotel in Boston that they were redoing. Beautiful place, right? They had been there so long. By the time the place opened up, the guy they drove him into bankruptcy. So he never really actually got to open the hotel. He had to sell it and get out.
That's sad.
They had a guy that literally stood across the street from the building, right? Just leaned against a mailbox. That was his job. He didn't direct traffic. He didn't do anything. His job was to stand there and look at the building.
Damn, I want his job.
Yeah, and he was getting like $60 an hour.
I remember probably about 15, 20 years ago, I worked for a concrete company, and all I did was stand on the road and hold a stop sign. I made $25 an hour standing there with that stop sign in my hand.
Yep.
All day long.
You worked for who?
Well, I won't name the company, but it was a concrete company here in Ohio.
Oh, okay. So they didn't have police doing it?
No.
See, in Mass, everything has to be done by police.
Done by cops. I worked for a company that subbed work off the state highway.
Most of the time, they're sitting in their car and just with the lights on, and that's it. They don't even get out of their car.
They won't. The state police, Massachusetts State Police, they won't do rolling details where the car has to go, like you're going down the road cleaning the streets.
Right.
They won't do them. They won't do rolling details, only standing details. I had a guy, I was cleaning the high-speed lane, night job, and as soon as we got set up, the statey goes, I got a call, I'll be right back. I'm like, you can't leave. He got in his car and he left. He shows up like 20 minutes before the shift's over, hands me the piece of paper and tells me to sign it. I told him no. I said, absolutely not, I'm not signing it. What do you mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't sign anything.
I said, you can go to my boss, go to the owner, and ask him to sign it, but I'm already going to tell him that you left and never came back. He goes, I was on a call. I go, you're not allowed to take calls when you're on detail.
Exactly.
I go, I've got 6 trucks and 4 guys walking on the high-speed lane of a major highway, and you leave us with no fucking police presence? No!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, boy, he got in his car and he stormed off.
They don't like it when you're right. Liberal. They they don't have a leg to stand on, they'll start calling you names and everything else.
They think they're above the law,
Yeah.
and that's their attitude.
Yeah, you know he went home.
That's the
or
same
went
way
to
it is around here.
his house.
Yeah, he did something. Probably went and had a few drinks at the local fucking pub.
The big, giant, black guy, bald. But I wasn't signing it. He wasn't intimidating me. First of all, I had a crew of, like 20 guys. But I had to take one crash truck and put it in the front to guard the guys that were walking and leave one crash truck in the back. You're supposed to have two in the back.
Right.
I was like, I can't leave these guys walking with no escort. Somebody's going to be there to block.
I remember one incident when I was working for that concrete company. I'm standing out in the middle of the lane, right? Stopping traffic, and this lady decides to drive right through it. I throw the fucking sign at her car. I threw the sign, pull it all at her car, and that's exactly what you hear is. And she's screaming at me out the window, "You dumb motherfucker, you made me spill my coffee." I said, "So what? You almost hit that guy."
People just, they think their little life is so important that everyone's in their way.
Yeah, it's just too many people in a hurry to wait.
Yeah, hurry up and wait. Exactly. No matter where she's going, she's going to have to wait. But then she takes it as a coffee break.
Yeah, when things like that make you take other people's lives for granted, that's a problem.
Yeah, because you're so self-important that, it's like, this is what they think. It's like the world's a stage and we're all fucking props. You know what
nobody's actually living.
Yeah, nobody else has got any problems but you.
They're doing their daily routine. They're going to work, taking care of their kids, taking care of their home, whatever, and nothing else in the world matters. They don't. It's like they're in their own little zone. They don't think about the other stuff that's outside of that zone. Yeah, that's why shit like that happens.
Yeah, they become so self-absorbed that they're the only one that matters. And you know what? I blame it on the culture. Because we're all taught, like, you can have everything and nobody should get in your way and you're number one. No, you're not number one. You're average. That's what you are.
Well, most people don't realize they're even doing that. They've gotten so absorbed in their lives that everything they do just comes naturally, and then when somebody questions, they're like, what?
Yeah, they're shocked that other people have shit to do.
Yeah, that's the way it is. And it's always that way.
I don't know how people are out in Ohio, but people here on the East Coast, they're dicks. They're just dicks.
Well, here in Ohio, they're frozen dicks.
Yeah, really? No, because I figured, because Ohio...
It's cold here.
Trust me, it's cold here, too.
71 degrees about a week or two ago, and now it's, 27 degrees outside?
It's god-awful. It's god-awful. Because I would imagine, because there's a lot of rural area out in Ohio.
Yeah.
Them people must be nice, down-to-earth people, I would assume, for the most part.
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
There's not very many down-to-earth people here in Ohio, believe that.
It's like the old motto about Canadians, the nicest assholes you'll ever meet.
Yeah. I am no fan of Canada, but I won't go off on a tangent about them. I can't.
Why not? It makes for interesting show stuff.
Well, I'm not allowed in Canada.
No, I'm afraid to ask.
No. I've never been there, but I'm not allowed there because.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this last week.
Because I got drunk driving.
Yeah, you got a DUI in Canada. That's a felony.
Yeah. So they just arbitrarily just cut how many possible tourists off the list.
A couple of 100 million.
Yeah.
God.
That's ridiculous. Talk about cutting your own goddamn throat.
Unless, of course, you're a rich billionaire or some elite politician, then they don't give a shit.
Right, they'll overlook it then.
Yeah, because they want to cater to that. So
if you owe child support, you can't enter Canada.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. If you're behind on your child support, yeah, you can't go into Canada.
Speaking of strange laws, in the state of Kentucky, and I just read this the other day, it is illegal to have a picture of another man other than your husband next to your bed.
What?
That's retarded.
I was reading about some strange laws the other day, and I saw that, and I about fucking died. I was like, really? In the state of
Jesus?
Kentucky? Well, no, that's illegal. He's not your husband.
You can't have a picture of Jesus next to your bed?
Cannot have a picture of another man next to your bed other than your husband. Unless, of course, you're not married.
Right, well, yeah, then you can have a picture of whoever you want.
But they actually
we are
check
getting some
that?
feedback.
Oh, they don't enforce that.
They can't, because why would she have a picture of another guy with the husband still living there?
Well, like a brother.
Well, it could be
Or
a
an uncle.
brother, but still.
Okay. Or an uncle, wink.
Oh, God. No! I walked into that one. Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
You might be a redneck if you go to the family reunion to pick up checks.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon, we're not talking politics. Jump in anytime.
Yeah, come on. Say something funny. I'm losing it.
Well, don't do that. Now you just put pressure on
Just
her.
play another fucking sound effect and you'll be alright.
Yeah.
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
Are you good?
How's that one? That was so funny.
Well, do you got any more of these fucked up laws?
Oh, well, I will sit in here and research fucked up laws while we're talking on the air.
Oh, God.
In Massachusetts, until recently, it was illegal for a brother and sister to cohabitate outside, like get an apartment together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it fell under the incest laws.
Blue laws.
Yep, the old blue laws.
Craziest
And we have
laws
tons
that
of 'em.
exist in the United States. Let's see what we can find here. Well, we'll start with Ohio if I can find it.
Yeah, do that. That's a good one.
Since we're from Ohio. Oh, well, darn. Apparently this website is dead because it won't let me click on that.
Oh, don't.
What a junk site. Yeah, don't.
They don't want nothing to do with Kasich either.
Yeah.
Idiot!
Stimpy.
Stimpy, you had my
You're an
friend.
idiot.
Bad, bloated idiot!
Yeah. Your wealth of ignorance is astounding.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's messed up. I was so excited to see this site and nothing. You can't click on shit. What a
Up
junk site.
here in New Hampshire, right?
Here, I got one in Ohio.
Oh, good. Let's hear it.
It's actually in Cleveland, Ohio. It says in Cleveland it's illegal to catch mice without a hunting license.
What? Oh my God, that's awesome!
Does that mean putting out traps, like mouse traps?
Yeah, it says you're not allowed. If you've
my
ever caught
God.
a mouse without a hunting license.
Now, is that still on the books, or is that an old law?
Okay, dumb laws in Ohio. It is illegal for more than 5 women to live in the same house.
That's
Gee, I
just
wonder
illegal.
why they started killing each other
Yeah.
after 5.
That's just so the neighbors can get some sleep.
Now, this one's ironic here. It says it's illegal to mistreat anything of great importance.
That's kind of vague.
Yeah, I know it.
Very.
What's great importance to some would be trivial to others.
Great importance to me would be pot, and I can't see mistreating it.
Nah.
Smoking
Right,
it, but
well,
killing
what
it.
do you consider important?
Jeez.
Who decides what's important for that
Hey,
law to be
depends
effective?
what is.
That's what I mean. Great importance to somebody could be completely irrelevant to others.
Oh, great. This was supposed to be a dumb law. Now it's a political discussion.
Yeah, I know, yeah. We kind of always vary off a topic.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another one.
Go ahead.
In the state of Ohio, it is illegal to kill a housefly within 160 feet of a church without a license.
Housewife?
I can't make this
No,
shit up, just so you know.
housefly.
Oh, I thought you said a housewife.
No, Jimmy,
No,
that's
a
always
housefly.
illegal. No, you can do that anywhere, Jim. You can kill them right in the church parking lot.
What?
Oh,
This
my.
one- This one says in Canton, it is a misdemeanor to play any game in a public park without the superintendent's permission.
So you can't play frisbee?
I guess not.
That's stupid.
Not without telling the superintendent.
And where do you find the superintendent?
Of what, schools?
No, of a park.
Of a park.
Oh, yeah, you find them at City Hall, Town Hall.
So if I want to go play frisbee, I have to go to City Hall first, say, can I go play frisbee in the park?
It's what they're telling you.
Wow.
But they probably want a fee.
Nah, they're not enforcing these laws.
They're not going to come out with laws like that unless they do enforce them.
I'm telling you, they don't enforce that. Well, you guys live in Ohio. Have you ever played frisbee in a park or anything?
We have frisbee golf here.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked the superintendent for permission?
Hell no.
No. Here's a good one. If you ignore a speaker on Decoration Day to the extent as to publicly play croquet or pitch horseshoes within 1 mile of the speaker, you can be fined $25.
I don't get it.
How are you supposed to hear that a mile away?
And women are prohibited from wearing patent leather shoes in public. And these are all Ohio.
They're shiny, ain't it?
Yeah, it is illegal to fish for whales on a Sunday in Ohio.
Well, yeah, because that falls under the blue
We have
laws.
some of the stupidest laws up here.
It is illegal to get a fish drunk.
Well, that's cruelty to animals.
And this one...
Did you say it was illegal to kill whales on a Sunday?
In Ohio, yes.
Fish?
It is also illegal.
He said whales.
No.
No, I did say whales.
In Ohio?
It is illegal to fish for whales on Sunday in Ohio.
Okay.
All right. Am I making this up?
There's no ocean.
Yeah, I know it.
Unless they found a whale in the Great Lake.
Yeah.
There ain't no whales up there.
No, they don't go into the Great Lakes.
No.
Here's a good one. Participating in or conducting a duel is prohibited.
Yeah, I kind of can see that one. You don't know.
I would imagine a lot of states have them because back a long time ago there was a lot of people having duels.
Well, that's kind of murder.
Okay, if this says anything about Ohio, this law does. In Akron, it is illegal to display colored chickens for sale.
Colored chickens?
Colored chickens. I don't even know where to go with that one.
Yeah,
There's like 3 different directions. 2 are racist.
They talking about Rhode Island Reds and shit?
I have no idea. It just says illegal to display colored chickens for sale in Akron.
Wow.
This one's kind of funny. It says, no person shall solicit sex from another of the same gender if it offends the second person.
Yeah, well, I like that law. I like that one. I think that's the
I hope it's
best
still
one.
on the books.
Yeah, I know, shit. That's the one they took off. It's still illegal to display colored chickens.
Yeah, I know.
In Bay Village, Ohio, it is illegal to walk a cow down Lake Road.
Lake Road?
Yeah.
L-A-K-E?
Yeah, lake.
I don't get it. I don't know what a lake road is.
It's just a road.
No, it's the name of the
lake.
road.
It's a road named Lake.
Oh, did he say a city?
Bay Village.
Bay Village?
Yeah.
So it's obviously on the lake, Jim.
Yeah. In Bexley, Ohio, ordinance number 223 prohibits the installation and usage of slot machines in outhouses.
See, now that one doesn't make sense.
Well, it does, because you don't want the money to go down the shithole.
Yeah, but I mean, he's sitting there doing nothing. Might as well have a fucking slot machine. Don't forget, Jimmy, this law was written
I was in
before.
Las Vegas. I spent the night before. I went to the diner in the morning. There's slot machine.
Yeah, Nevada.
I tried it once. I had $50 to get across.
Yep. Jimmy, you can go
The
to a
States in 8 days. I had
you
made
can
it
go to a
last.
laundromat in Vegas, and there's slot machines.
Well, now
Right, but I hit it once, I didn't hit nothing, and I just, no way am I chasing the dollar.
Now, this should say something about Canton, Ohio. Power wheels vehicles may not be driven down the street.
Yeah.
That's just
What
fucking
can't be?
common sense.
Yeah,
No,
you don't want the
that-
kid getting run over.
Yeah, but that tells you there must be a serious problem with people driving those things down the street in Canton.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Wife took a car, husband needed
Driving what
beer.
down
I
the
mean,
street?
shit
Power
happens.
wheels. You know the little kid,
Yeah.
electric kid cars there, like the little Jeeps and stuff? They're battery powered.
Oh, okay.
In this one, it
You can't
says,
drive them down the road.
if one loses their pet tiger, they must notify the authorities within an hour.
Well, yeah,
What are you
that
doing with a pet
makes
tiger? It is a misdemeanor to play any game in a public park without. There's one Shannon just read. We'll stop right there.
Yeah, that's all right, that's all right.
Okay, here you go. In Cincinnati, anal intercourse is banned.
Just flat out.
That's a fucking misprint.
Yeah.
One
yeah.
time, my cousin and I touched wieners.
It is illegal to catch mice without a hunting license.
Quit copying me, fucker.
I'm reading through a whole list. Items left on a tree lawn become city property.
Alright.
It is against the law to honk your horn excessively, except you're supposed to, according to the Ohio law, you're supposed to honk it every time you pass another vehicle.
Can that be a little more contradicting?
I've been doing it all wrong.
No, when you go
Right.
to pass a vehicle, you gotta beep the horn.
Yeah, in the state of
Supposedly,
Ohio,
And,
you're required
it
to
makes
beep
sense.
the horn
'cause
every
a lot
time
of
you
the
pass
time
another
you look in
vehicle.
your rearview mirror and you don't even see a car.
Every time you pass a vehicle, you're supposed to honk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, what happens if you're going down the
When you go
highway
around
during rush
somebody.
hour?
Yeah. Oh, what about when a funeral goes by?
That one I have no idea. I haven't read that.
Just hold the horn?
I would assume so. That it's cross.
You're swinging the
Wait
pencil.
a minute. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Cross-dressing is against the law in Ironton, Ohio.
Alright.
Where do some of these freaking laws
Hear
come
me, I got
from?
one in Florida. But I'm gonna change it and put you in it.
No, well, no, you're not.
No
I
matter
love you,
how great
Shannon.
you look. You aren't allowed to wear a strapless dress in public in Florida.
Oh,
No matter what you look?
No
matter
matter
who?
how great he looks.
Oh.
Oh.
He's not allowed to
looks.
wear a
He
strapless
looks.
dress in public.
Okay.
Yes, he, not she.
Yes. Oh, now it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Oh,
Common
Shannon,
sense
you had to go
laws.
there.
I
This
just
is
had
like
to tell it.
common
I mean,
sense
Jeremy
gun
might do
laws.
it. I just had to make sure he knew it was against the law.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in jail in Florida, brother.
No.
You do.
Too hot. They don't air condition.
There's other reasons. Trust me.
In Lowell, Ohio, riding a horse over 5 miles an hour is speeding.
Hey, you know, you can walk 5 miles an hour.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, the average stride's about 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's about it. You jog, it's like 7, 8.
In Paulding, Ohio, a policeman may bite his dog to shut him up.
Bite him? Bite? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Man bites dog. Makes the headlines.
Well, that's a dog bites. Maybe that's how they learn back, by
Yeah.
biting them.
Bite them back.
Probably bit him in the neck.
Bring it, you bit me.
In Toledo, it is illegal to throw snakes at anyone.
Yeah, I read that one too.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Well, here's one
That's
that's
not what
really...
you call a snake.
Yeah. Trouser snake. Youngstown, Ohio, you may not run out of gas.
Oh, what's it, a
I could
fire?
never live there.
Your car, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
You
allowed
run
to
your
run
car
out
out
of
of
Oh, it
gas.
could be the lawnmower, anything.
Also in Youngstown, riding on the roof of a taxi cab while it is moving is not allowed.
Just a taxi, though.
Hey,
Regular cars,
It's
fine.
common sense car laws.
No, but it's only for taxis, Jim. Regular cars, it's fine.
All
Hey, are
right?
you guys
Common
taking
sense
calls on
cab
this one?
laws.
Are we taking calls?
Yeah, we haven't announced the phone number
Okay,
yet. I don't know what it is, so what do you
Like
guys
3
do?
minutes.
Yeah, no, we got less than 2 minutes, so it's a little late.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. You know what? I didn't want to take calls tonight anyways because we had Shannon on.
But yeah, you're right.
In Kentucky, throwing
I have
eggs
a
at a
button.
public speaker will result in up to 1 year in prison.
What was that? Say that again, Jeremy?
Throwing eggs at a public speaker in Kentucky could result in up to 1 year in prison.
Somebody got hit with
Oh, yeah. All it took was one politician or
Yeah.
speaker to get hit with an egg and
pissed and made it a law.
But you can throw piss jugs at them.
You can only sell ducklings in different colors if more than 6 of them are for sale at the same time.
That's very arbitrary.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Somebody pissed about it.
do you know what this is? This is people with too much time on their hands.
All right, we got about 40 seconds here.
All right, one more dumb law. Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Dogs are not allowed to molest cars.
I can go with that
That's
one.
not even common
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, when does that happen? When?
Yeah, how are you going to stop it?
Exactly.
Yeah, just let them finish.
A woman may not buy a hat without her husband's permission.
Good. I believe in that law.
That's in Kentucky. That's the only dumb laws listed.
All right,
really?
folks, we're going to call it a night. Stay tuned for something to consider, and we'll see you again next Thursday night. And to the troops, have a good night.
We were supposed to plug Shannon's show again, Jimmy.
Who's show?
Shannon.
Shannon? All
Wow.
right. Wednesday
See how quickly they
nights,
forgot.
11 o'clock Eastern. It's called Talk Live Paranormal with Shannon Griffin. Good night, folks. We're late.
Bye, guys. Stay on the air for a second.
I was young, I was foolish, I was angry, I was fun, I was charming, I was lucky. Tell me